I'm in the game.
Okay, cool. Let's get it going then. So we're gonna kick off this stream with hello everyone. This is me. I'm Crisp. It's gonna be me and InsideJob together here, streaming a bunch of games. First from Tier 3, Week 10. Whine and Cheese against Thank You Very Much, my boys, you know. And then we'll do some Tier 1 games later on from last week. Come to that later. Very excited to be doing this InsideJob. InsideJob is someone I've played a lot of Starcraft with. I think we got, I put you onto CPL, is that right? I seem to vaguely remember that was what happened.
Yeah.
And we just met playing ladder, one of the rare people on ladder who's not a fucking complete asshole, so we carried on playing some games and it was good. But yeah, so let's dive right into the games, enough anticipation. It's going to be, the first game is a TVT, a guy called Uneec against bete. I don't really know how to say that name.
Hang on a second. I think you need headphones or something if you can, because like I can hear the Starcraft music coming out of your speakers into your microphone.
That is an issue. I'll get my headphones. Give me 1 sec. I seem to remember that there was a separate issue when I had headphones. Let me just... Sorry, be right back.
Okay.
Hello.
Sounds good so far.
Interesting. Yeah, that's fine. It's just I don't have game sound anymore, but anyway, it'll be okay. We'll survive.
Well, Escalade wants you to turn down the game music and maybe the game sound. And now they're saying there's no game sound on Twitch chat.
Yeah, this is weird. So like I tried it with headphones and the audio capture just goes, and I'm not getting game sound coming through the headphones either. It's very annoying.
Okay, let's try one game without headphones and see if it works.
Yeah.
Like maybe the audio.
If I turn the sound down, maybe the echo will be less bad. Sorry about this, guys. This is the first time I've done this, so like, you know, there's going to be some teething problems. All right. I really have no idea why it is. I looked into it. It's something about Bluetooth headphones. I think I need to get wired headphones for the next time I do this, and then it will be cool. Is that better for people now than it was? Oh well. Hang on, I can't hear anyone. Are you still there? Hi, Jay. Oh god. Oh what? Hang on. Something weird is going on here. What a shit show, eh? Discord died. Alright, hello?
Sounds pretty good.
Okay, cool. Alright, put the game up again. Sorry about this, everyone. Alright, let's get into it.
Oh well, the stream's starting soon. Let's.
Yeah, it's going. I'm gonna switch it up now.
Okay.
Alright. So finally, some action. So we have bete. How are we gonna say this? We need to come up with a policy. Beat.
Is it French? Is it bait?
Bait.
Isn't that the French word for beast?
Ah, okay. Beast. Beast in the top left corner, and Uneec in the bottom left. Both playing Terran. T3 TVT to kick us off. Could be here for maybe an hour or two. Game 1. This is, I don't know, I've been playing a bit of Terran recently, and I'm terrible at it, right? So I'm like, you know, F rank, low E maybe if I'm lucky. And you get a lot of TVTs at that level. Seems to be most of the games I play, and I really have no idea how to play the game, so I'm interested in seeing how these guys do it.
Yeah, in some ways, Terran is maybe the most beginner-friendly race, even though, like, it's not. Like, it makes the most sense of, like, how to build things and just, like, follow a build order, but, like, I guess the other aspects of it are difficult for beginners. But yeah, there are a lot of Terran players at super low levels.
Yeah.
And they have MMR deflation because it's so hard, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I feel, yeah. Definitely, like, you can lose a lot of games of Terran, like, in TVP, just like a Zealot shows up, TVZ, 6 Lings show up, and that's it. Looks like we're getting a wall out of Uneec. Which is interesting. So I always, when I play, I kind of always build the barracks around here, but I won't go for a wall, and I'll just float the racks after I get 1 Marine. Is that, I think that's pretty normal, right? Is that risky at low levels?
I don't think so. But the thing is, on Retro, there's like, the tiles give you like a guide of how to build a link tight wall. He didn't really follow the guide, so this wall doesn't really block anything. Like, Marines can walk between that barracks and depot. But I mean, it's fine. You don't actually really want a tight wall in TVT because the other player can land their barracks where your barracks is, and then you all your vultures can be trapped in your own base.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we're building our factory bet with the SCV carrying some gas still. Probably wants to get that home. I probably waste too much time in early game, like dealing with stuff like that. I will not allow this to happen. Or like, I won't build the gas with an SCV that has a mineral because I know I'll lose that when he goes in. But like, then you end up like just screwing around, slowing down your refinery. I don't know. So, factories on both sides, no surprises. 2 Marines on both sides. Getting a float from Bet.
Uneec has 2 SCVs on gas, so it looks like he's going for 2 factory vulture probably.
Okay.
I think he's about to start his second factory. Yeah, there it is. Whereas Bait is going to go for, well, he's making a 3rd depot, which is unusual. Usually
yeah,
you can make a 3rd depot.
So, yeah, okay. I often end up making it because it feels like if I make a vulture, make a couple of SCVs, I'm gonna get supply blocked even if I put my command center down, right? But so what should you do? You're supposed to cut something?
I don't, I mean...
There's no cut and
just,
still works, I'm just doing it wrong.
with just 2 Marines, you can make constant SCV production.
And a vulture?
Or
a tank?
At least 1 vulture. And then you can make your machine shop after your vulture. Okay, but this is... He's making the 2nd factory when...
Yeah.
He should have probably gone for an expansion.
3
so...
factories, hello. So, some unorthodox play here from both sides. So what's this SCV's probably been sent out to scout, I'm thinking, and it's just been blocked by these guys. That's my hunch of what's going on there. There we go. So we're getting a tank coming out. We've got a machine shop, but there we go, siege mode. So what do you think this is? Is this going to be a defensive setup, or is there going to be some attempt to...
Well, 2 factories suggest aggression.
It does. What do we... So we have vulture speed coming in.
But he's getting siege mode, which is... I don't know, like... I don't know.
Expo. Okay, this is interesting. I guess maybe now that he knows where he is, I don't really, I still don't know why you would float the racks this way, if you see what I mean. Maybe he wants to go and see if there's a natural or something. So we're going for vultures on Zell's side, just massing vultures. I feel like there's, this factory hasn't been doing much producing.
Yeah, so, I mean, Zell Uneec is doing pretty much the first build I learned how to do in TVT. So, like, I remember when I was first learning, everyone was saying, oh, well, 3 factory vulture is the best. So I went to Liquipedia, where they show you the builds, and the 3 factory vulture is this one he's doing, where it's on 1 base. And I didn't know that when people were saying 3 factory vulture was the best, they meant like factory expand, then 3 factory vulture. But this can be pretty deadly.
Yeah.
I've
been beaten by this for sure. I don't know. Yeah. So it's like I think if you, especially with vultures, because they're so gas. I mean, there's no gas involved. If you're making SCVs constantly, you can probably do 3 factory vulture production off 1 base perfectly well. I'm pretty sure that in Gypsy's F to S thing, he sort of kicks it off with that kind of build, although it doesn't work very well. Alright, we've got a good, about a group of vultures here. Probably gonna, I mean, I don't know how well it would... Did we get mines? Yeah,
well,
mines
they're on the way. They're almost done.
Yeah. Maybe
well, hopefully he doesn't suicide all these vultures before laying the mines. He needs to just back up and lay mines everywhere.
Yeah. Stop the tanks moving out and then macro up behind. Well. Yeah,
so Zell Uneec was in a very good position there before he wasted all those vultures, and now Bait is just gonna move across the map over no mines.
Yeah,
I mean, he can still lay some mines in front of his natural.
Vultures. He's got a good SCV count as well, does Bait.
Yeah.
Well, relatively speaking. I mean, could be producing still, right? But okay. Go for the command center.
Oh, will you press Shift Tab? Gives it those red and blue colors.
Yep.
Team colors.
Yeah, take it down. So no moves to tech up really for anyone. I suppose we've got upgrades coming in for Bet. Probably could be using these SCVs.
Yeah.
Probably could be setting some rally points as well. Don't necessarily want those vultures just sitting around there away from the rest of your army. What's that? How did those marines die? Oh, okay. Oh shit! I didn't even see. We got a little move out here. Now that's interesting. It's quite a small move out. You know, you feel like that's likely to just get lost. It's good. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to do crippling damage. Oh, the SCV. The boys are coming. Probably send a few more tanks. No. There we go. Okay, this is dangerous. This is a situation you don't want to let solidify when you're Zell, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe Bate's afraid of mines, and so he's not moving his tanks forward. I think he should move his barracks forward, just get more vision.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. I don't know if how far that barracks is, if it would see tanks that would be in range of his tanks.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be very hard at this point for Zell to come back. He basically has no units.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as you said, like, it's a very different game if Zell keeps those vultures, lays mines all over here, and then puts down his own command center.
This is a lot of SCVs. This is okay. Building a barracks. I guess this is for more vision. I don't think it's.
But you already had one here.
I don't know. I've never seen a BM barracks.
But people are always coming up with new and ingenious ways of being BM. You know, you can't put it past them. Starport coming in. There we go. I guess maybe what are we talking about for upgrades here? Oh, still 0-1. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. This is where the action is. Surely we're done. Alright, well, strong play out of Bet. Unfortunate from Zell, right? I think he should have probably been a bit more careful with those initial vultures. But you know, definitely we could see this series going further. There's some strong play in there. Let me get up the next game and then we'll see how it pans out. Alright, it's back up again. Same details. I need to get my alright. Okay, so game 2, Bet v Zell on Invader. Let's get into it. Don't know who's who just yet. Sorry, just trying to get the actual Twitch chat up. I need like a third screen, I swear. Okay, so who have we got? Top left of Invader, we have Bet, the Beast, French Beast. And bottom right, Zell Uneec. Sorry, I just saw Esk is getting seasickness. My bad. I'll try and be more constant. Alright. What's it gonna be?
Update the score?
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's a good point. My bad. Sorry, I don't want to give you seasickness. There we go. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Forward depot from Zell.
Yeah, I don't think this is very good in TVT to wall your natural with depots, because this can just lose to Marines. Like, building a bunker behind this, it's not like versus Zerg, or where it's just Zerglings attack your depot and the Marines shoot them. If the other player gets their Marines in range of your depot, you can't really shoot their Marines without going out in front of it. I mean,
Right.
probably won't be a factor in this game, but
I guess also, like, just further down the line, potentially siege tanks, you know, shelling a wall as well.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, Rax Depot from bete. Getting this gas for the factory. A worker ahead already. Nice. Getting the scout. So it looks like Zell wants to go for a fast command center. Is this? Yeah, right. I see. So he's got the gas. He's got one on gas. Building a marine. And fast expansion. Is this expansion even? No, sorry, it's a barracks expansion, right?
Yeah.
How does that play out, do you think? I often find I've tried this before, and oh, we got the gas, the SCV again. I've often found that fast pressure, you know, getting a quick couple of tanks out will put me in trouble if I try and do this, but I'm probably just doing it wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean, so bete is, it's hard to tell what he's doing, because first he had one SCV on gas, now he has two. He's not starting a second factory. If you're going for two fact off one base, your second factory should start when your first factory is 60% of the way done. He's making a vulture. Okay, he canceled the vulture and he's making a machine shop. And that's better. The vulture would have been a bad idea. Wouldn't do anything against that wall. And yeah, with this tank, he can come out here and he can shoot the bunker in the depot. The tank will outrange the bunker.
Tank
So
outranges
it's
bunker even unsieged.
Yeah. The tank's range is 7. The Marines' range in the bunker is 5. So Marines start with 4 range. When you put them in the bunker, they get +1. And then if you get Marine range, the Marines' range is 5 and then 6 in the bunker. So the tank will always outrange the bunker.
CC coming from bete. Machine shop from Zell. Still no factory units. Got an SCV out here, just chilling. Checking it out. Making sure there's nothing, no Ninja Expo down there. Okay, armory coming in. Starport, okay, Starport. Interesting. What do you think we're gonna see here? The drop?
Well, I mean, what I would do is make a Wraith to push back the tank. Like,
Does he know about the tank?
no, I don't think he scouted it. I mean, so if you scout your opponent is doing 2 fact, it's good to do a factory and a starport. Okay, bete is building the bunker in front of the tank, which I mean, you should always have your bunker behind your tank.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because otherwise a tank can shoot the bunker
Shoot the
from
bunker
outrange
without-
of your own
yeah.
team.
Interesting.
And this depot, I don't know about that. Yeah, so the bunker's in range of the tank. And now this Wraith can come and kill this tank.
Or at least send him home.
Yeah. Yeah, the Wraith is good for killing tanks, or at least pushing the barracks backwards so the tanks don't have vision.
Oh, we're going heavy on the Wraith. How's that going to work out, do you think? We have an armory back home or anything for anti-air? Armory coming in. I think the heavy investment in Wraith strikes me as optimistic. I mean, maybe also with Cloak, maybe a control tower might make it a bit different. But as it stands, if you just get a few Goliaths, you're going to be completely safe, right? Although, there's going to be a window. There will be a window.
Yeah, he can send the Wraiths all the way over. I don't think he should be attacking the barracks. I think it's better to attack SCVs right now.
Yeah, that's true. This is his window, you know, and when the Goliaths come out, that opportunity is going to be done for. This guy, no one cares about him. Ninja expansion bottom left from Zal. Don't know. Interesting. Feels like maybe more units would be the call. Oh, we've got double armory from Zal. Upgrade.
Bete did not start his academy before the barracks died, so that's going to be annoying if Zell gets Cloak, but he still has no control tower.
He does have E-Bay now, though, at least, so...
The ninja base is getting spotted by a vulture.
Interesting game so far, I would say. It's going into Goliath. It's probably a waste of time getting range in this situation, right? Or rather, a waste of money,
Light range?
Goliath range, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'd get it. Like if I see Wraiths,
Yeah.
I get Goliath range.
Got a little move out here.
Zell just needs to make a bunch of buildings right now. He has
He's got a lot of money.
Money, and he's not spending it.
I feel like he's only just got 3 on the natural gas as well, because he's got very little gas, but he's had 2 gas going for a long time. I didn't actually notice before, but when I clicked over there, it looked like they were hurrying to mine. What we got going on here? Little chase, Wraith on Vulture chase. Couple tanks, 3 tanks. He's really keen on getting this 3rd command center, but it's not obvious to me that is the call. Oh wow, 3 starports. Control tower, did we get Cloak? I didn't notice it. Or is this for drops or what? But I feel like probably he needs more factory units. Another factory would be advisable.
Yeah, this has got to be for Wraiths.
But it feels like not likely to work. You know, once that's very annoying. So you want vision, right, with this sort of thing, like a barracks floating, so that you can siege up where they can't see you, but you can see them. There's something like that, like tanks can shoot further than they can see, right? So like
Yeah,
if you have
the
more
tank's
vision.
attack range in siege mode is 12. Its vision range is 11.
Yeah, so a little bit of vision can give you a real advantage in these situations. Some very quiet starports and factories as well, considering the money in the bank. What got going on over here. So 4 factories. Running low on gas,
okay.
we're struggling. Do we have... Is this only 2 on the natural gas? Yeah, there's only 2 on the natural gas, which is probably why he's struggling.
I think Zell Uneec is going for battle cruisers on 2 bases. He's got 3 starports,
yeah, there it is.
a 4th starport on the way, a physics lab on the way. Yeah, I don't think there's enough gas to do 4 starports.
No, that seems ambitious, that is right. But he has got a lot to use up. I mean, and once this gas gets going, he will have a decent income as well. What units have you got coming over from bete?
He should be making some tanks to defend that 3rd base.
Yeah, the battle cruisers are quite a long way off, aren't they? So can't go losing the race either. Expensive units. Alright, where are we going?
Bait, he needs to add comsats. If he had comsats, he could just scan and see that there's only 3 siege tanks. And he could probably just run in and end the game right now.
Yeah.
If he knew how little defense there was.
Yeah.
And there's another ninja base in the middle of the map now.
Very nearby Vulture as well. I mean, it's still on 4 factories. Got another factory coming in, 5th factory. Oh, what? SCVs.
Okay, now there's a mine under that command center, and Zell has no comsats, so I don't know, he'd pretty much have to like drive a tank over that mine.
How did that
to
even
clear
happen? Because it was down before, right?
Yeah, some vultures came in and he lifted it, and like he didn't have any defense there yet. I don't think he had to lift it because vultures can't kill command center, but
well, still, it's good quick thinking from bete to whack down a mine underneath as soon as he lifts it, you know.
Yep.
Got to take advantage of those mistakes. All right, well, first battle cruiser is out on the map. 5 starports. Very ambitious, as you say. 3 maybe? I suppose with so few... Oh, what?
Oh, yeah, he should not have left the game there.
What happened?
I mean, he saw the battle cruisers and he just thought he was so far behind, but he was really far ahead.
Oh my word. No, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, that's a bit anticlimactic. I mean, let's just have a quick look at what the actual state of play was at that point. At the GG. So, we had bete with 15-ish supply lead. Zell with 3 tanks. Maybe he had 1 battle cruiser out. I mean, I suppose maybe he's thinking he didn't have the kind of anti-air to deal with the battle cruisers. 5 Goliaths. How long does it take 5 Goliaths to kill a battle cruiser?
Not too long, really.
Yeah. But I mean, if you just rally Goliaths to these tanks from all of your factories in that state of affairs, you'll be fine. And as you say, I think 100. I completely agree with what you said. If he had more intel, if he had scanners and he looked and saw, oh, there's just 3 tanks there, A move and win, basically, with those units here, right?
Yeah.
So unlucky from bete, but on the positive side, it means that we get to go to game 3 of this epic series. So let me take you there now. I'm just going to go and set up the other game real quick. All right. It's up. Let me this time remember to update the score. All right.
I think it might be better. Can you screen share on Discord so I can see where you're observing? Because I'm looking at different parts of the map than when you are.
Yeah, that makes sense. You got it?
Yeah. I'll just stay in the game in case this isn't working well.
All right. The decider, Uneec in the top left. From my team, thank you very much, representing. And bottom right is Bet from Whine and Cheese, the team with by far the best name. What a killer name. I was so jealous when I saw that shit. I mean, thank you very much. No thank you. Anyway, it is what it is. So, I wonder what we're going to see. It's interesting that they didn't play the same build in the two games, because like I basically always do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially when you're at a lower level, it's better to just always do the same thing. You know, I mean, sometimes it's good to have a little cheese, but just to bed it in. You know, if 3 factory vulture is your thing, then just 3 factory vulture it. Do it well. It's also just easier to like remember what to do, you know, keep tabs and everything.
Yeah,
but
I think it's
you play
good to
differently
have.
from me, I'm sure, IJ. I know because I played with you a lot. You're somebody who has a lot of builds in the bag, and it's very annoying to play against you for that reason. I mean, in an ideal world, obviously, that's the way to go.
Yeah. I don't know. I think tier 3, it's good to have like just 2 ways to play. That way your opponent can't just watch all your replays and know exactly what you're going to do every game.
Rex, gas, all very familiar. No funny business, no walls from anyone. I suppose this couldn't be a wall, could it? That's not a wall spot. Scouting out.
Yeah, you can't make a wall there. Well, maybe you could if the depots were like placed farther back, but well, it would take 3 depots. Yeah, you can't really wall with that barracks position.
So this game is much more symmetrical than the previous ones. They got the same work account, scouting at the same time, barracks came down at the same time, gas went down at the same time. See where there's some divergence coming in. No marine yet. There we go. Come on, there we go.
Okay, 1 SCV on gas.
Yeah, what is the norm here? So I was going to say he's keeping all on, so he's probably going for 2 fact, right?
Well, the thing is, Zell, he needed to put SCVs on gas sooner because that was before he had 100 gas.
Oh.
So he hadn't even started his factory, so he was just late to transfer SCVs to the refinery.
But Bet somehow has way fewer minerals than I mean, he's just put his factory down now, I suppose, but he's got a lot of gas because he was mineral light and gas heavy. I don't know how that happened. Come on, Center already coming down from Zal. He likes to expand. Forward bunker. What do we think about that? That seems very strange to me.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing about Dark Origin is you don't want to get contained behind these 3 bridges, because you can never get across when there's siege tanks on the other side. But this bunker, I don't think it really helps with that. There's a super wide choke here that vultures can just run around the bunker,
Exactly.
so bunker really doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I was thinking if you get a bunker at this stage, you're really thinking about defending against early vultures, right? Like fast vultures.
Yeah.
And in that case, you really want it somewhere that's going to be, you want to be able to make SimCity and stop them getting up your ramp, right? If you have speed vultures coming through and this bunker here, it's just going to do nothing. They're just going to go straight past, right? And it's hard to think of a situation that this would help with. Definitely you want it probably... Oh, hello, we've got a factory outside here. It's not every day. CC coming down from bete. Vulture in a siege tank. Siege mode on the way. 23 to 19 workers. I think that just shows really that Zell needs to be keeping it more consistent, right?
Yeah.
He's already got his second going, so he'll catch up pretty quick. Vulture coming across the map. See how it reacts to this bunker. Surprise! Oh, it's not even... Oh, there wasn't really anything. But this is what I'm saying, it's just... See ya. Alright.
No, go into the main, man.
Yeah, going to the main.
You need to scout.
I mean, you just want to make it further for these Marines to have to come to get you, right? And also...
Well, I was thinking he wants to see what buildings Zell
also
has.
that. Yeah.
Like if he had saw that starport, he could be making some anti-air stuff now, but...
Yeah, right. Do we have an armor on the way? We had one last time, no second factory. Maybe this was a bit faster, the starport, than last time, I don't really remember. Oh no, the starport did come straight after the factory last time, didn't it? Yeah. Well, so it seems like Zell is basically doing the same thing. Do you think he'll go for battle cruisers again? Well, he's going for a fast science facility,
yeah.
so it looks like it.
Maybe his strategy is like just make one battle cruiser and then he wins the game. Just show one battle cruiser and then bait will leave.
Well, it did work last time, so you know.
Yeah. Definitely don't need 5-star ports. In fact, I think if you make 5-star ports, that gets you less battle cruisers because that's gas that you can't spend on battle cruisers, and you don't have enough gas to support, I don't know, maybe even 3. I'm not sure because no one ever makes battle cruisers on 2 bases, but
this is much faster into the battle cruisers. I think you're probably right. He felt that last time it worked wonders, so why not try it again? Let's see if bete is better prepared. If bete is better prepared for it this time. 3 factories.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the barracks sees the starports. I don't remember if the barracks was there when the vulture got up there.
Here's a question.
Maybe...
Sorry, continue.
Well, I was going to say maybe after all he didn't need to scout the main with the vulture. I don't know where the barracks was.
Oh,
but...
I see, yeah. So here's a question for you. At what point in the TVT do you want to think about getting an academy in Comsat?
Well, so like if you lose the vulture war and the other Terran has map control with vultures, you know you're going to get contained with mines, so that's a good time to start building an academy. If you see wraiths, I'd get an academy.
Nice. Yeah, I should say, I'm sorry if anyone's saying stuff in the chat and I'm not reacting, because I don't have the optimal setup here. I can't see the chat right now, so gotta bear with me. I think I'll have to think a little bit more about how to do this setup before doing it again. You know, maybe I even need another monitor or something. I'm not sure. But I'll work it out. Hopefully there's no huge problems. I'm not sure about this depot arrangement as well. I always try to keep them like right next to each other, you know?
Yeah, and on the edge of the base, so they're not getting in the way of your units.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess if you're just going for 2-base battle cruiser, who cares?
So third base is coming up on both sides. Bet has a little supply block. Usually if you get a supply block, you build multiple depots, is that right?
Yeah, I guess.
Just because you'll have like overspill, right? You'll have extra cash, you'll be able to build a load of stuff, and then you don't want to get blocked again off the back of it. Oh. Some kind of... Oh, battle cruiser. He stayed in the game this time. So... That's something. Okay, we've got a tank line. Kind of trying to hold the middle. How many factories do we have at home? 3? Okay. 40 workers each. Probably could stand to put a few more factories down, I would say. So 9 minutes into the game, how many factories would you expect to see? 5 at least?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's but when there's so many, I don't know. It's hard to tell with this game.
Okay, barracks is dead, so no more factories for a while. He's put another one down, maybe building another barracks already. Nice. Turret. How many glides have we got here? 5, 6, 7. Solid tank line. It's going to be very difficult to cross these bridges. I feel like we could be in for a long one here. I don't know what you think. This is one of those games that if I were to get into it, I would not see the way out, you know, on either side. How am I going to win this one?
I don't know. The third base is really not defended on the left side of the map very well, so bait could move in there. I don't know what's near his fourth base. Some units there, maybe blocking, but
it's also true that if he flew these battle cruisers just around this stuff, and just, I mean, it is true that then you can't really get home with them, but you could easily just fly over here, and start causing some difficulties, right? Although they take a very long time to get anywhere, I suppose.
Zell's taking his fourth base without really setting up defense.
Yeah. And it's just for gas, right? He's really gas starved. But I guess that's because there's all of these starports trying to make battle cruisers. What is that? Five starports?
Yeah.
5 starports, 1 factory. So this is like, yeah. I don't know. If you're going to go battle cruisers, you usually want a substantial ground army as well behind it, right? You probably... you've gone?
No, I'm watching on the stream. I was closing the game because people were messaging me. It's fine, I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm watching on the Discord call.
Oh, I
Sorry.
see. Yeah. Well, let me know if you want me to click around anywhere. Sorry, I was saying, yeah, you probably want more a higher proportion of factories to starports, right? Like at least 3 factories.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think so.
Yeah, here's this undefended 4th base discovered by 2 Goliaths. Will now cause trouble. Oh, here come the boys though. 5 battle cruisers versus 2 tanks, a Goliath and a Vulture. I think I know who wins this one. Okay, got a few more coming over.
What are his upgrades on the battle cruisers?
000. That's the other thing. Yeah. Do we?
And how about
an armory which is doing vehicle weapons, right? Which is not probably. Is that vehicle weapons?
No, that's air
weapons.
weapons.
Okay, good. Yeah. Whew.
What are Bates upgrades?
1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Oh no, that's just Goliath range, so just 1-0. Sorry, it's got attack.
Oh yeah.
Taking down the barracks as before. High value target. He does have most of these starports blinking, which is kind of impressive. But I guess he's got 4 gases, so...
Yeah, Bate just needs to put down like 5 factories or something. Just like spend all that money. He's got $5,000 he's not spending.
I love how you think of them as dollars. It's great. Yeah. The world's currency, even for Terrans, man.
Yeah, what's the exchange rate of gas to minerals?
I reckon 1 gas is worth 3 minerals. How much is in your average geyser?
5,000 is standard. On newer maps, they're starting to make 3,000 gas geysers. Like on Vermeer, at the 3rd and 4th bases, it's 3,000 gas each geyser. Only the mains and naturals have 5,000.
Right. I was about to ask how does this compare to minerals, but it looks like we might have a game-ending move here from Zell, who's just come out with 10 battle cruisers and just destroyed everything that had sitting here. Yeah, 1-1-1. That's pretty brutal stuff. I don't know if there's a way back for bet here. 5 factories. Constant Goliaths is obviously the call, but I don't know, he's not going to get the mass, is he? Yeah, I think that might be it. That is it. That's gone, and Zell has taken it. How do we feel about that, IJ? What do you? I mean, is there a? It doesn't look as obvious to me as with the first game, where it looked like Bet's lack of info was sort of, or was it the second game on Invader, where his lack of info really held him back? It didn't. There wasn't an obvious point to me where he could have just broken. Zell.
Well, I feel like at the very beginning with the bunker so far out forward, I think Zell skipped vultures. Like,
yeah.
I think if he just went for like standard 3 factory play, 3 factory vultures, he could have just ran by the bunker and done a lot of damage and ended the game.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think at lower levels people tend to think they're supposed to just kind of survive and turtle, but you don't have to play that way. If you just maybe follow the build orders and attack when you're supposed to, you can end games, which you have the advantage in.
Yeah, I completely agree. Even that first vulture could have done a lot more, but if once he saw that that was what the situation was, just bunker out front, and if he had seen, say, the starport, just start going. If you've got a couple of factories back home, just pump vultures constantly, maybe get speed. You could be in a very good position.
Yeah, and Zell never really defended his third or fourth bases very much.
Yeah.
And there was always a path there where he could have ran factory units in. But he just needed to spend more money on factories.
Alright, nice. Well, let's go on to the next game then, which will not be a TBT. So... Why was it that you left the game to watch it from the Discord stream?
People were sending me messages in Starcraft, and I was missing them. Like, I had Starcraft minimized, and I don't know, I just don't want people sending me messages right now.
Yeah, fair enough. You have the ability to keep an eye on the chat?
Yeah, I've got it on another monitor.
Nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I've got OBS on one and then the game on the other, and I can switch between, but it's between OBS on the one and the Twitch on the other. But that's involves me doing stuff on the screen that I'm actually casting from, which I'm kind of reluctant to do. So I'm just gonna leave it. Oh, next up.
Can you pop out the chat on Twitch? And that'll be like kind of a small window with just the chat, and then you can place that over OBS maybe.
Okay, next up, yeah, I could do that, that's a good idea. Next up is supposed to be Lavkian versus SHimmer, but there's no replays in the folder. That's interesting. Alright, well I guess we won't do that one then. Maybe somebody who didn't upload the replays, because all of the other replays are there.
I saw SHimmer in the chat. SHimmer, if you're still there. Send us the replays.
Yeah, if you could send us the replays, we could do that later, but I literally don't have it now, so I can't do it. So instead of that, we'll move on to N7 versus Millennium, which is a PVZ. Millennium is Toss and N7 is Zerg, who I think is my teammate. I will put the game up now. Oh, you're not going to join, are you? So I can just kick it off.
Yeah. Okay, SHimmer, I don't think he wants to send the replays.
Fair enough. So, N7, Toss, was he Zerg or Toss? I can't remember, I think it was Zerg, on TYVM. And Millennium. Okay. Sorry. Alright, we're there. Okay. So, top left of... Oh, this is Invader. This isn't right. This is... Oh, maybe they just played it in the wrong order. This was listed as game 1 on the thing. So, I guess we've done a unusual order here. So, kicking it off on Invader, in the top left, we have Millennium, blue Protoss. Bottom right, N7, red Zerg. I'm interested to see how this shakes down. Been playing a lot of PvZ myself recently, thinking about it a lot.
You've been
playing
as Protoss,
which I'm really enjoying. But let's see how these guys want to do it. What was that? Sending this drone out on 9? Is this a 9 hatch? just a really fast scout. Probably going to be an overpool.
Looking up.
But the scout on 11, so this is a bit of an early scout.
Can you hear me?
It's going to make some small difference to the economy, and then yeah, overpool. What have we got from our toss player? So it's a pylon in the main, a gateway in the main. But gateway on 10, I think. I can't actually see because the thing hasn't loaded.
Can you hear me? The stream is breaking up for me. The call is.
I can hear you fine. Fine, yeah.
Okay, I think things are coming back.
But I haven't got any.
I didn't hear anything you said for about 30 seconds.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
But I haven't got the production tab or the the tab that tells you the supplies or anything. Or anything down the side here. That's strange, isn't it? Is there any point to restarting the replay?
Might be best.
Yeah, I think, because I can't even restart the replay. Like, what the hell is going on? I can do that, I guess. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Just missing a lot of my my HUD. Alright, well, I'll just do it like this. Actually, I won't do it like this because people will be able to see how many games there are.
Shimmer, just DM the replays to me or Crisp on Discord.
Okay, we actually have at least the beginnings of the production tab and the supply and stuff. Sorry.
Is this on Mac? Are you doing this on Mac?
I am indeed, yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to watch replays on a Mac before, and it seems to have trouble loading up the scoreboard or whatever you want to call that, the supply count and resource.
But it was working fine for the other games, right? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like it's still kind of loading.
It's still saying 5 out of 9, but now we're at least getting something very slowly coming in. Well, I guess we'll just, there we go. I guess we'll just talk about it and hopefully it will catch up eventually. God, I gotta get a PC if I'm gonna keep doing Starcraft related stuff. It looks like it's right, I don't know, the minerals are not coming up, are they? Alright, well, whatever. Hopefully it'll catch up at some point. Anyway, so we had our early scout again. Obviously, overpool is coming. We've got one gate in the main. Are we going to have another gate? See, this is what, when I realized that I didn't have these things, was because I was wondering, when did this gate go down? Was that 9 gate? I can't really tell. In a way, it's good that he sent this scout out early in this game, because it will be nice to see this. The earlier you know that this is coming, the better. So how does he react back home? Because, I mean, probably with this info you want to definitely still get your expansion, but basically make nothing but lings, right, for a while.
Yeah.
And we'll see if that's the response.
I think it's kind of a mistake for Protoss to build the gateways so close to the Nexus.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you want to build them in the natural, probably not, but just closer to your ramp, just so the Zealots can get there faster.
Yeah. No, exactly. And it's also just one of those things about, you have to think about your base layout ultimately, right? Because you're going to have a lot of tech buildings, you're going to have a lot of gateways, and you probably want your gateways sort of all together on one screen quite close to your exit, if you can, you know?
Yeah.
So if you start here, then where do you go from there? Oh, okay, a hatchery in the main. That is a curious decision, I think. I would have probably gone for the hat, because you're thinking, okay, I want to get my hatchery down here, get my creep up, so I can get some sunkens. But you know, I guess still could work out all right. So we got 6
Yeah,
lanes.
I mean, if you're just going to be making only Zerglings for a while, it's probably not really that big of a deal because you're not going to have that many drones mining at the natural anyways. So like maybe by the time he actually starts making drones again, his 3rd hatchery will be finished.
Yeah. Oh, we're popping a drone though. Popping 2 drones. And we're going gas. What do you think this gas is for? We're going to get Zergling speed? Probably. I would hope. If I see a layer, I'm going to be concerned. Although there's an expo coming and also a forge. This is, I would say, curious play on both sides. I mean, maybe you see the... yeah. I mean, I don't feel like a lot has come out of these 2 gateways that he went early, you know, that he got so early. Do you see what I mean? Like...
yeah.
You probably want to have a period of more or less just producing zealots if you're going to play like that.
Zerg has not spent his gas yet.
Yeah, that's right.
So
sunken in the main. Yeah, this is very strange. But also the forge for Protoss is strange as well because that's done nothing. I mean, you might have got it if you were going to get a cannon somewhere or something, and you might, yeah. But still no gas for Protoss either. It's hard to read this one. 5 lings coming across the map. So we're leaving 1 at home maybe? Is that 5? Or maybe he lost 1 on a zealot, that's probably it. Good number of zealots now. I feel like actually those zealots could pretty much walk over and finish this. Cannon coming in. Again, very strange cannon. Probably, yeah, you would, with the forge, usually somewhere out here, right? Start making a wall. Pylon here, some cannons.
yeah,
But I suppose with a 1 base build, maybe it's a bit different.
yeah. So if you don't have a wall, maybe it's better to have your cannons like SimCity behind the Nexus. Like if you're expecting only Zerglings.
If you're
'Cause
expecting any
if the cannons
yeah.
are just out there
Right.
with no forge or gateway protecting them, the
That's
Zerglings
right.
can't get all over them.
Hydroden coming, 3 hatch from N7. Huge bank of gas.
Is that
Has he
is
spent?
that
He's
2
got double den.
Hydrodens?
He's got double den coming. Maybe he's spending that gas on all the Hydralisk upgrades at once. But these 6 zealots coming across the map, 1 sunken, pretty good SimCity actually. That's not terrible. But if I was Millennium, I would just move command into the main and see how things were shaking down in there. Oh, maybe not. There's enough lings here that you could probably block with the sunken. But I'd probably be tempted to look, you know. But I was going to say with these cannons, you're right if you're just expecting Zerglings, but once Hydras come into play, having them back there is going to be more ideal. How's this shakedown? I think Zealots win the day here, don't they? Good SimCity though, like I said.
So.
If he walks into the main, he might have some fun. But I think fighting in front of this sunken is not going to end that well for him.
Now, I don't know if these Hydras, can they get out? Can they get out through that crack where the Zealots just walked through?
I think so. Huge banks of gas on both sides now. 2 gas firing. Have we had any upgrades? I don't think so. 3 gates. No core. Oh, we have got a core. Okay. No, we have got a core at least. No Stargate though, which would be the natural. Next thing.
Yeah, he's taking a hidden base at bottom left.
Yeah, I like it. I do like that. Especially, you know, at this sort of level. It's very hard to, like, check all the bases, you know, while you're thinking about everything else. Might as well take advantage of that. 3 zealots. 5 zealots. No we would like a citadel probably for legs, you know. Another gateway down here. Interesting choice. Not really sure about the positioning. Like, it's kind of, you know, sometimes you have one that's further away from the others because it's part of your wall, right? But otherwise you want to keep them all together so you can macro off them cleanly.
Does he have a cybernetics core?
He does have a core, yeah. But, and then that's a lot of pylons. Clearly, sorry, big supply. Actually, he's not. Yeah, he's supply. There's supply box on both sides though. But 6 pylons at once. Won't be supply box for a while. It's one way to do it. Zealots coming in for an attack. I think this doesn't work out. The SimCity is good. Hydra's behind. I don't think this is cool. N7 going into lair. Upgrades coming in, +1 attack. Hydra's coming across the map. Do we have speed and range? Haven't been paying attention. Missile attacks coming in, so I would assume that we have speed and range. See, this is where, I mean, the cannons are only just finishing. I've never seen this little ring.
This is...
I think maybe if these Hydras can do this, I don't think these Hydras should run. What do you think?
No, they should be attacking, I think.
That's annoying. But going home seems silly. Especially, there was that kind of critical window where these are warping in, right? And you have like close to a group of zealots, a group of Hydras against 4 zealots. You can kill them, and then if you can stop the cannons warping, you're laughing. But now that they're up, it's kind of a different game. Even so, I mean, I think N7's in a pretty good spot. Be nice to see Lurker attack on the way. Do we have anything like that? No. 4. Oh, I think maybe the production tab is a bit delayed because it's still saying there's 4 cannons coming in, which I guess is referring to these ones, but they're well and truly finished now.
Yeah, I think after this game, maybe you should restart Starcraft or something. I don't know. People in the chat are complaining about stream lag. I don't know. I think we've got some pretty serious tech issues right now.
Interesting. That's annoying. Sorry, folks. It's not lagging for you on Discord?
No, not really. Well, maybe a little. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the Twitch stream, and yeah, I do see lag on the Twitch stream.
What, it's like jittery?
Yeah.
That is very annoying. I'm wondering if it's like, maybe I should try dropping the Discord call, and you could go set your availability to away on Battle.net, and then you won't get messages. And I'm wondering if it's maybe I'm just doing too much. My poor little computer can't handle it.
Yeah. Okay. Next game, we won't do screen share, and I'll just observe in the work client.
Yeah. Decent number of Hydras. Not a decent number of drones. We need to get these drones mining as well, what drones that do exist. Templars. No, not quite energy for Storm, but we're getting there. Interesting. I don't actually know how this one's going to shake down. I feel like Protoss is doing better economically. And
yeah, when it gets to this point in the game and I'm playing Zerg, I feel pretty defeated once they have a lot of Templars out.
yeah,
all I have are
agree with that.
Hydras.
So the way I've been trying to play this recently actually is following the advice of Drone Ambient in my team, who said basically at your level what you should be doing is trying to, if you must go into late game, make your late game ultra lane with some Hydras in there.
Yeah.
And because I think that, yeah, basically Hydras just get absolutely melted by Storm, and it's really hard to control well enough and have enough to hold it off. But if you can get like 4 gases going and just churn out ultras and zerglings and just A-move them, it's surprisingly effective. They can eat quite a few. Yeah. I don't see this working out too well for N7, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, he's supply blocked, his economy's not very strong, but the game could go on for a while longer. Because, I mean, he's, I think he's pretty well turtled with a lot of sunken colonies.
Yeah. So, some more Dragoons. If we go into a more Dragoon-heavy composition, I think, as Millennium, we could close this game out. If we just, I don't know if Dragoon range has even been produced, but we got Dragoon range and we just made Dragoons. We have way too few gateways. 5, definitely one at least. Like, I mean, there's only 2 bases, so maybe 8, but there's not enough. How's Zerg doing? So he's on Hive. Only, not really enough hatcheries either, I'd say. 6. Really kind of spread out. I'm not sure how well he's producing. This doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere. Some of those Templars, on the other hand, they can, here we go. Shut down, but he's going to lose quite a few drones to these zealots. It's one of those things where you've just got to pull, right? But this is one of the problems with having your base so far away from your others, is that it's not that easy to pull and send them back, you know. But you might, you could just send them to this new base that you've got going on.
I think it's GG. Millennium should take a 3rd base, though.
Yeah, that is true. Basically mined out at home. Millennium is taking a 3rd base. Is that like off center to you?
Yeah, I think the pylon is
blocking
where the Nexus should be.
It's always, it feels like watching one of my own replays when I'm going through and I'm just like, lava. Oh, there we go. Macro cycle coming in. Man, Millennium has a serious bank. Must have scouted out this 3rd base. I think we've got the army to hold on. Do we have? Yeah, we do have, of course. Observatory. Double Citadel, double den, baby. I see your double den. I raise you double Citadel. I remember there was one game that you lost to someone, IJ, on like, it was a CPL preseason game and they got 2 layers.
Oh yeah, the guy made like 2 or 3 layers.
2 or 3 layers, maybe. Yeah.
I was pretty mad about that.
It's always hard to tell whether it's just showboating or if it's just a mistake. I mean, I think it was probably just a mistake. These are all clearly mistakes, right? I've definitely done double den many times before. It's a moment of panic. Double Citadel is something you don't see every day, but look at all of these guys. It's a shame, isn't it? Gotta send them over. Got the Nexus up. Why not? Alright, there we go. Off they roll. Probing around. This is running out too. This is kind of getting a bit interesting because if Millennium's got so much bank that actually they can probably, you know, still build quite a few units off these 5 gates while they're getting another Nexus up to mine. And still be fine, and they're still like almost doubling supply of N7. But it is not ideal to have so many minerals and not be, and also kind of the army map control that he has had and not be like expanding more. This natural third as well.
He's overestimating
I don't really know why you take. Sorry.
I said I think he's overestimating how much N7 has.
Yeah.
I think he could have A-moved a while ago and won the game, but
the other thing is, this third would be a much better shout, right? Why take this one? It's just way harder to defend, way easier for N7 to attack.
Yeah.
Here they come. Invisible men on the field. Okay, interesting. No mining, lots of mining. Is that pylon blocking? I can't, there's something weird about the gas mining here. Okay, and 7 has left the game.
Okay.
I guess they got tired or something. It didn't seem obvious that there was any decisive blow there. But it is true that I think that they were on the way out. But it's one of those interesting things where, like, actually really, Millennium was not mining a lot at the end there, right? So, like, if you yourself do just like keep producing army and don't allow them to expand again, you can actually have a shot in that sort of position. But, anyway, I'm going to try restarting Starcraft, and let's also try shutting down the Discord.
And the screen share.
Yeah, exactly. Shut down that screen share, and you can come along to the next one.
Maybe just totally restart Discord.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll call you back in a sec. Sorry, everyone. I hope that some of you have stayed. I don't know, but if not, I understand. Right, let's get it up. Sorry, hang on. Let's do voice only. That makes more sense. Can you hear me? Oh, you're away. Alright, well, IJ's gone for a bathroom break. Guess that makes sense. I'm gonna put the next game up. I too will take a bathroom break, given that InsideJob is not here. You'll probably hear him in a minute. Oh, he's here.
I'm here now.
Oh, he's here. Okay, cool. Then I'll hold it in. I'll survive. All right, nice. Well, let me just update the score. Not forget again. See, I'm learning. Who have we got? So that was a win for Millennium. In questionable circumstances. All right.
I don't see any stream lag on Twitch right now, but it's just your camera. But
yeah, no, I reckon that it probably was
better.
the fact that I was streaming both Discord and Twitch at the same time. That is my guess. So that, because I noticed as well that even in the on OBS, the camera display was a bit laggy. So, and that was totally clear. So I think something weird was going on there. All right, let us then roll into this game. So this is now game 2 on Retro, so these have either been uploaded in the wrong order or I don't know, something weird's going on, but let's see how it shakes down. I'm gonna switch it over. There we go. Nice. Okay, interesting. People do this. The spawning your first drone before you send your drones to mine. I personally do it the other way around because it just looks smoother, you know. There's a kind of, they glitch out a little bit if you do it that way around, but you know, fine. I guess some people have different tastes. Anyway,
I actually make the drone first, and if you're sending all the drones to mine, don't they just mineral walk through the eggs? So
no, well, you just saw there that they do not. And also, I've had debates with this about people in the past, and I think I've heard like people who are much better than me and I respect on both sides say the opposite thing here. So I don't think there's a consensus. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it might glitch like before you send the drone, but then once you send them, it starts to drill. I don't know.
Anyway, let's not have too much of an argument about that.
Yeah.
So we have Millennium bottom right and 7 bottom left. Retro. I really, really hate Retro as a map. For like pretty much any matchup, PvZ especially. I mean, it's great if you can get a contain, but I just feel so often I end up getting contained, and I also really don't like the route through here for your army that it naturally tends to take, and everything ends up being in a line and stormed.
Yeah.
Absolutely hate that shit so much. Okay, we've got the same build as last time. I think you're right. Millennium, like, probably the right call for future 2 gates is to make them a little bit closer to your ramp, and like usually if I'm playing Toss or Terran, actually I'll think at the beginning of the game, okay, where am I going to put my building units? So I pick an area like this and I think everything's going to fit in there as much as I can, and then you start filling in, right, like thinking about that space being your kind of macro space. And I think with this, it's kind of, I mean, I guess maybe in this position you could do something like that, right? You could have something like this. But,
well, this is interesting. He went straight for his gas.
Oh yeah, but no mining on the gas.
Yeah, and a second gate. So this is not optimal.
No, extremely suboptimal.
I thought it was going to be like a one gate cheese play, like maybe go straight for a scout or something. I don't know, but
you mean a one base cheese player?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said one gate, but
one
you
base.
One base. That's cool.
Well, but there's it. I mean the same thing, really. Like sometimes Protoss, they'll do a one gate, one base opener.
Yeah, but usually that's with a core, right?
Right, but he made the second gateway, so it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I didn't see the order. Was it gate, gas, gate?
Yes, and then he started mining the gas after
Yeah.
starting the second gateway.
Yeah, the way you would do that would be gate, gas. But it's kind of unclear what the gas is for at this point. I mean, we don't have a core. We don't have a forge even, which you might think, okay, fast upgrades or something. But like, if you're just mining gas, yeah, it's just there's no need for it. What's going on Zerg's side? Free hatcheries, naturals up. Are we getting? Oh, he's mining. Probably, you know, I assume, I haven't really been paying attention. I assume we've been scouted at this point, or has he not scouted? No, he's not scouted. Okay, that's fine. Because you want to probably put a sunken down and just be making lanes at this point if you see this. Are you getting any feedback from Twitch chat as to whether it's better?
I don't see anyone commenting.
Maybe everyone's just left now.
Well, I think we've had the same steady number of 10 to 13 viewers the whole time.
Oh, that's pretty solid. Oh, cheers, guys.
I mean, I think your in-game user interface that shows like the minerals and supply and all that.
Yeah, it's working fine
up
now.
Fully.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, so we actually have zealots in the main now. This is panic stations. Creep colony coming down. But, well, I mean, this is sad. This is sad. I guess, yeah. It is true that you don't want to, like, open yourself up to a Ling run by, but you only need, like, 2 here, right? And the rest of them should be across the map.
Right.
Third base, again, kind of questionable. I mean, when you're facing a 1 base, 2 gate sort of style, there's absolutely no reason for you to get a third base in another main. I mean, if you can get away with it, sure, but it's super risky and kind of unnecessary, right? Just put macrohatches down, take a second gas, and try and make the most of your gas advantage, I think is the general advice that I've heard from people in this situation. I remember Vodi said in the Zerg discussion, the reason that sort of 2-gate play went out of fashion among kind of top level players is that Zerg can exploit the gas advantage that they have. You can basically get a Spire and get Lurkers, and that forces Protoss into Corsairs and Observers, which you just can't do off 1 base. So if it's kind of different if you do like a 2-gate where you, let's say now 3-gate. It's kind of different if you do a 2-gate where you get a decent number of zealots and then expand, because you can then obviously kind of catch up on gas. But anyway, does this number of zealots beat this number of sunkers and this number of lings? I do not know. Think so? Yeah, it does. Well, that's sad. Do we think this is GG?
I think so.
Yeah. Going to the main, my friend. Yeah, okay. Lings. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Badly hurt zealots, 5 of them. 5, you need 20 lings, but then you also have a sunk. More zealots coming across the map. Oh,
these zealots are about to get +1 attack.
Yeah.
And then they're just gonna really two-shot the lings.
As a Zerg, it pains me to see it. Although, you know what? If I was Zerg, I would consider running with some lings. Oh no, he's doing the thing I said. Maybe it wouldn't work. Alright. I mean, Zerg actually has a drone
strangely enough,
because there's actually this third here, which I'm not sure Millennium knows about. Sorry, I did the wrong one. Okay, it's not doing the show vision thing for me. But yeah, I'm not sure that our Protoss player is aware of this, and it's mining happily. So this is not done.
And he's queuing up multiple zealots on these gateways. Still no cybernetics core.
Yeah, this is totally all in, isn't it?
He's getting +1 armor. I mean, so he's only spent gas on upgrades. But he's been mining gas the whole time, so he's got 1,000 gas.
Probes as well. You can't stop making probes. The 25 drones from Zerg is low, but he lost quite a few. And you know, he's actually replenishing, which is good to see. It's interesting, Hydras. I don't know how I feel about Hydras. In this, maybe Hydras are the core, yeah. Because I mean, Hydras obviously have the advantage that you can kite with them.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Oh, who do we think this goes to?
I think Zerg's gonna win right here. I mean, hopefully he just runs across the map.
You mean Zerg kills these zealots, Zerg goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 drones now to 19 probes. I feel like Millennium really could have had this game with, first of all, continue to make probes. Second, tech up. Like, this 4th gate is mad. There needed to be an expansion and a core. He had a strong advantage at one point, right, when he killed the 2 Sunkens and was in the natural. I mean, another thing which is really important for like a Protoss player in this position to do is to check for the obvious third. Just have a look, you know what I mean? Because earlier it was basically not found at all.
I think N7 needs to sort of keep his units back and gather up a large number before engaging. He's just sending them one at a time and they're all dying.
Yeah.
I think if he had just kind of like ran around in circles inside his base, I don't know.
Natural falls. I think it's not a bad idea what he's trying here. Block. Okay. Oh. Hello, gentlemen. Come on in.
Okay, the Zealots are about to get +1 armor. Yeah, I think Protoss wins.
We've changed our mind a couple of times on this one. I really don't know.
Yeah.
This is kind of an intriguing game. Definitely, there was scope for either side to win. Yeah, maybe you're right. Toss is going to get it. But I think what you said before was bang on the money. Like, if Zerg had massed Hydras instead of trying to attack the Zealots that were already in the natural, it would have been a different story. As it is, we're going to win with not even a citadel, 4 gates, not even an expansion.
Yeah, now Protoss has evened up the... Well, he has the worker advantage now. So yeah, there's really no
Start
hope
making
left.
again. I just made 4. Just thought I'll have another 4, and then I'll stop. Don't want to overdo it. Workers. I mean,
And he's gonna kill the Hydroden in the spawning pool, and then N7 just won't be able to make any units.
Yeah. He knows now. He sees. I feel like I have played this game with Zerg many times myself. And it feels like Protoss is invincible. Like Zealots are just, there's no way past them, but it is just a matter of like massing the units, you know, doing more counter-attacky stuff. Like I feel like there could have been much more early kind of things paying attention to the Protoss main. Maybe more tech. Like, I mean, we never even got a layer. Oh dear. This hurts. This hurts my soul. GG. Surely. +1 attack is nearly done. No GG, no visible GG. Rage quit. Well, I like that game. Alright.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
That was fun. I mean, probably not fun for N7. Hang on. I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Because, I guess maybe, do they have like a G3 dummy game so that I don't know who wins? Because there's a G3, there's a 3rd game saved. I'm guessing, is that like some kind of dummy file, or is that like a...
yeah, I don't think we're gonna watch a 3rd game.
Yeah, there's no 3rd game. Well done, Millennium. Solid Protossing.
SHimmer has some tech advice. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I would love to see it. Should I go to Twitch? Would that be the easiest thing? Lower my output to Twitch, bitrate and frame will help.
I don't know if you can do that while you're streaming. I'm not sure. But it was still kind of lagging on Twitch, actually.
Shit. I don't know how to do it. What am I doing? SHimmer, do you have, are you still there? Do you have any sage words of wisdom for me?
I don't think he's there. Did SHimmer DM you his games?
He did, yeah. Nice. Alright. Shall we watch SHimmer's games? Let's do that.
Are we casting 2 groups today?
Potentially, but we can also just like do it some other time. I don't know.
I think we should, after this tier 3 group, we should probably stop and then maybe try to fix tech issues before.
That's a good
back
idea.
Another day to do the other group.
That's a good idea. I think that sounds right to me. All right. It's up.
Okay, Connie. Oh, SHimmer responded in Twitch.
Oh shit. Hang on. Sorry. Let me just have a look at that before I move, just in case there's an easy fix for this stuff. I'm using OBS. Is it in settings? I'm guessing it's in settings. Stream. Under preference. Got it. Okay. Setting the bitrate to 2K. Which one in... Oh, I see. Ah, okay. Gotcha. I'm on 6K. Let's try 2K. Alright, my friend. Fingers crossed.
And he says also to restart the stream.
Alright. You got it, boss. Hello? So it's lagging out a lot on my, even just on the OBS again now.
I wonder, is 60 frames per second too high? I mean, I don't even know if Twitch streams in anything faster than 30.
Yeah, I can see that the stream is super laggy actually when I'm on the stream.
It seems to be getting better now. I don't know if it just needed to settle.
Alright, well. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's get into some games.
Okay.
Alright. So next up it is SHimmer actually, so that's exciting. It does still seem a bit laggy though, I can see. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright.
Well, Shimmer's saying stop and start the stream, but I thought you did that.
I already did that, yeah. I already did that.
Maybe
Alright,
he means
join
something
us.
else, but let's go ahead and watch a game, I guess.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this, it's fun. It's fun just talking about the games, honestly.
Yeah.
So I need, oh shit, I need to do this stuff. SHimmer. Lavkian. What do you think that name is about, Lavkian?
Not sure.
I feel like it it has some meaning that I'm not aware of. I think that's, yeah, I'll ask him sometime. Anyway, let's do it. In the top left, we have Lavkian. This is retro. Top right, it's SHimmer. Oh, interesting. The overlords are going to meet. So who's scouting the wrong way? I mean, obviously, in ZVZ, it's like, it's a choice that you can make. Lavkian is scouting the wrong way. Oh, he's changed.
He's moving.
He saw the...
I was hoping he was going to 12 hatch.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I said to you before, I like to do that. When I 12 hatch, I do the reverse scout. And the reason is, like, if you see their overlord coming, then you can change your mind. You don't have to do it. It kind of works out in time where you'll meet in the middle and you can be like, okay, well, they know where I am, so screw it. But if you don't see them, then they also won't see you, right? And they might be expecting, oh no, hang on, because it's clockwise, so they'll be coming this way. But you know, if you don't see them, then nobody knows where anyone is and you're safe for a while, is the thought, right?
Yeah. And so I was actually playing on ladder recently, and I was scouting the correct way, and I was going to do a 12 pool. But I saw with my overlord that my opponent was scouting the wrong way, so I thought, oh, he's going to do a 12 hatch. So I decided just to do a 12 hatch instead of a 12 pool. And then I think because he saw my overlord, he did 12 pool, and so then I had the advantage.
Amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they really did plan on doing a 12 hatch and change their mind, or if it was just a comedy of errors. Alright, anyway, so
I'm not sure.
What's Shimmer's play? I wasn't paying attention. So this looks like it was a 9 pool. He's only got 8 drones out at the moment. Now 7. I guess this was... They're both on 8 drones. I'm a bit confused. And Lavkian seems to have 4 on gas. Oh, there we go. One's come off. How are we both on 8 drones? I'm a bit confused.
Oh, they're not. I mean, in mine it shows that Lavkian's on 10 and Shimmer's on 9. I think your UI is not updating properly.
Oh god, that's annoying. Next time we do this, I think you should host it. You know, because I think you have a PC and it's just better. Because I'm all out of work right now.
Yeah, we can try that.
Game properly. But okay, so we have 6 things coming across. From Shimmer, Lavkian is protecting the ramp. If I know Lavkian, he did overpull. And the follow-up's going to be Spire to 3 meters. Shimmer, probably 9 pull speed. I don't know.
Yeah, Shimmer's got speed on the way.
Yeah.
His speed will hit before Lavkian's, but
no, I'm not sure about this 3
he's gonna lose all his lings.
Yeah, these guys are. Yeah, that was a poor call. The 3, yeah. Just walk back. Wait for critical mass. I don't think Lavkian lost any lings there. Pop in a few more. I think he'll probably go up to 16, and then okay.
Shimmer has not started his lair yet, so this looks pretty bad for Shimmer.
Well, there you go. Yeah. All right. I think I could just not skip back to the other thing and just do it like this. It's a bit of a, actually it's probably better if I do it properly. Let me do this. So we got to update our score. So Lavkian 1. All right. So Game 2 is up. Invader. Okay. They're both gone yellow for me now. That's not good. I tried to do shift tab so that one would go blue and one go red, but now they've both gone yellow.
I have them teal and magenta.
I've got teal and magenta as well. I just did shift tab again, so that's fine.
Okay.
But now I don't know who's who. Hang on, which one is which? Which one's
SHimmer
teal?
is bottom right.
Yeah.
Lavkian is top left.
Nice. For some reason, the names have stayed yellow after they both went yellow when I shift tabbed. All right, so SHimmer's bottom right and Lavkian top left. Both just droning up. I'm gonna expect overpull from Lavkian and 9 pull from SHimmer.
Yeah, it looks correct. Unless Lavkian's going for 12 pool or 12 hatch. Probably not 12 hatch on a 2-player map. I don't know.
It's a bit risky, yeah. SHimmer seems to be doing something like that though.
Yeah, well, he's doing a 9 hatch.
9 hatch, sorry, yeah, 9. Okay, good. Interesting. So I guess this is going to be a ling all in. It's interesting, again, it's a similar phenomenon actually on a 2-player map going 9 hatch, because it's not as, obviously it's not as risky as a 12 hatch. It's still pretty risky and you'll have a really hard time against 9 pool speed is basically like going to be an auto win. But also like with 9 hatch, like it's obvious that you're going to go for heavy lane play and you really kind of want the other person to not know that that's what you're going for, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's much stronger if you don't get scouted first, because this way, you know, I would, if I was in Lavkian's shoes, I'd probably continue my build and just try and get a tight sim city with Sunkens, and try and get into muters and be pretty confident I was going to be ahead.
Where do you think Lavkian is sending his second overlord?
That's a very interesting question. Maybe he doesn't know the map that well. Maybe he thinks it's a 4-player map. That's the only thing I can think. But he's gone diagonally across with the other ones, so that doesn't... I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what this guy is doing.
SHimmer has 100 gas. Is he going to take his drone off the gas or just keep him?
Yeah,
okay.
The drone's gone. I guess link speed's
all in on speed.
Now. So Lavkian's already got speed on the way and layer. I don't understand actually how he's so far ahead. I guess because Shimmer got the hatchery first. Sorry, yeah, that makes sense. He's got a really good lane count, actually. But I guess the second hatchery production hasn't really kicked in yet for SHimmer, so it's going to be a kind of... There'll be a catch-up period now, right? But he's got to attack up this ramp, which is going to be difficult. Spire's already on the way. If I was Lavkian... I mean, yeah, Lavkian's seen this now, so... If I was SHimmer, I'd probably wait for speed. There's so many lings from Lavkian up there, actually.
Yeah, Lavkian sees that Shimmer's not mining gas, so he knows it's, or he should know at least, that it's a ling all in. Like, maybe in this case you even want to build a sunken colony.
I don't know. A sunken would be great, yeah. It's kind of tricky to know where to put it, is the only thing I would say.
And he did not have his Zerglings on hold position, and so the arc just broke, but he had enough anyways.
Alright. That's all she wrote, I guess. Yeah, I'm a bit confused about that one actually, like in terms of link count. Because SHimmer had the hatchery advantage, right? But I think maybe there was a bit too much kind of dribbling of lings. I think if there was more consolidation, there would have been a better chance to attack. I mean, without the sunken colony, you would think 9 hatch would have a pretty good shot of potential damage.
And he also sort of attacked before getting speed.
Yeah. Alright, next up, Razmagul versus Maniacben. I feel like this is a TVZ, very exciting. This is finally the matchup we care about.
Yeah, SHimmer
you
is
and
in
me,
the chat.
I mean.
SHimmer says Lavkian should be promoted. SHimmer's saying that in the chat, and
I think
that might be true. I see Lavkian playing in the CPL voice chat a lot, and he seems pretty good for a tier 3 player.
I think that's right. But I think SHimmer's pretty good for a tier 3 player as well. I think that they're both at the top edge. It's vague, you know. Honestly, like where the cutoff is. I lose to a lot of T3 players. All right, so let me just get the scorecard right. Who have we got here? It was Maniacben. Do you remember? God, who did I say it was? I can't remember the name of the Terran player. Should have written it down.
Razmagul.
Razmagul, yes, baby, Batman. Isn't Razmagul the guy in Batman? Like the guy. Yeah.
Raish Al Ghul.
Yeah. Okay.
Raz Al Ghul.
Yeah, something like that. That's what I've always associated this CPL player with the Batman guy. So let's just go with that. Raz Al Ghul is playing up next. All right. Let's get into it. Retro. Okay. Top left, Maniacben 666, the devil himself. Bottom left, Raz Al Ghul, Batman villain. No SCVs from him. Doesn't need SCVs. Maybe he just didn't have minerals, that's fine. Yeah, I'm excited to see this. I play a lot of TVZ with you.
This might be the matchup we're best equipped to commentate on.
Yeah. Overlord scouting the wrong way from Maniacben. I've been there so many times, my friend. But you've got to. I mean, I think it is still worth changing your mind even as late as here and here. There does come a point when like you might as well just go here, but yeah.
So I mean, I've seen at high levels, pros will do this. I mean, so they'll send it to the opposite natural of the one you're traditionally supposed to send it to. And the reason is so that they can send their second overlord, like basically without taking any risks. So, like, do you see what I'm saying?
No, I do not. I'm interested, but I don't understand.
So, like, if you send your overlord...
Oh, no, I do. I've just understood. So let me just try and explain it before you explain it to me to see if I did understand. So what you're saying is the first overlord, you're sending at a point when there's unlikely to be marines on the map, right? And then with the second overlord, if you just send it to the natural, of the closest natural that doesn't go over the natural, as it were. Maybe there's Marines on the map at that point, but it doesn't matter to you so much. Is that the idea?
Right, because it's a shorter travel distance and there's less open ground you're going to be passing over.
God, maybe I should just start doing the other one.
And actually, he's doing exactly that, because when you do this, you send your drone across the map diagonally. And then with his drone, he's going to send it next to bottom left.
So you're saying this is actually an excellent scouting pattern from Maniacben, and I was a fool to correct him.
Well, I mean, it's a real scouting pattern, at least. I think
it's cool.
Zealot does it all the time.
That's really cool. I didn't know about it. But this is not right? This should have gone presumably like down here somewhere.
Oh, sorry, I don't see what's on. What are you pointing at?
The overlord that he actually sent to his first overlord, that is now sitting in the corner of the main. And that's not right.
It should have been sent straight to the natural of that base.
Exactly.
But anyways, Batman or Razmagul is making 3 barracks on 1 base.
I love how you nearly called him Batman, and yes, he is doing that. And a gas, and that I love it. And I think he's fronting like he's expanding, right? The Overlord should really poke in and see. No expansion. Did he see? Yeah, he saw. I think Maniacben is a pretty sick scouter, actually. Although you're right, he didn't go back with this, so I suppose maybe this Overlord did the job.
So if Terran, like normally when you see Terran has not started their command center at 2:30, you're thinking they did some sort of gas build, like they're making a factory, doing a factory expand. And in that case, the command center starts at like 3:30, but he still doesn't see a command center an hour at 4 minutes. So now he should be thinking this is some sort of insane 1 base play. Could be like 2 factories, could be 2 Port Wraith, or a ton of barracks like it is now. But he's not making any sunken colonies. He needed to make a sunken colony at 3 minutes and 30 seconds to block a vulture, in case that was it. But I don't think he recognizes what's going on here.
Well, no. Well, at least he doesn't recognize the possibilities. He's only got 2 on gas, which is interesting, and he's got his academy going. I think he knows what our Terran player knows what he's doing. I think, and I think this could be very effective actually. Because what have we got, like 12 lings max, and we're looking at like 3 medics now. These guys are just gonna and there's not even a sunken colony like this. I think this could be done quite quickly. Actually, does our Terran player know where our Zerg player is? No, not even scouted. That is interesting.
Oh man. Yeah.
So now the lings are a potentially serious threat here, right? Of a counterattack, because he is still producing. That's good. Command center's going down. The lings are going to come in. He's just going blind diagonally across the map. Amazing. I love it. Why would you not scout with an SCV? I think if he had scouted with an SCV, this game would be done, because he would just walk over and kill him with those Marines and medics. But as it is, I think Zerg takes it.
Maniacben should be making sunken colonies, seeing that there's nothing in Terran's base.
Yeah.
So, like, he should be thinking there's some sort of counterattack coming.
I would say that Maniacben is going to have blundered his way to victory here. I mean, if Razmagul had kind of an interesting strat, which, like, well, I mean, I think, yeah, maybe not actually, because the Overlord just saw that there was no expansion, so really, this should have got shut down. Interestingly, the Marines are gonna go in the right direction eventually.
They're stimming. They could kill all these Zerg buildings.
Yeah.
Much.
We're in a base trade scenario now, and I think maybe the Marines will kill the base quicker than the lings will. So, he's not even gone in.
And Terran can just lift off his command center or barracks.
Yeah, that's true actually. Okay, maybe Terran wins, but Terran should have won a lot more comprehensively. If he'd only scouted with an SCV, these Marines would have come straight here. The lings probably would have had to come home. Oh, he's not even gonna... Okay, there we go. Okay, this is a Terran win.
Okay, right. But here come the sunken colonies. So...
Stem in now. And only one medic. Oh, he's left the medic back home. No! Medic at the 3rd. You hate to see it. Because, I mean, the medics make all the difference here, right? Like, if you have 3 medics, you might be able to kill these Sunkens. You may still be able to kill these Sunkens. Focus the ones that are coming in. I think Batman wins. Oh, come on, flow! Flow! I think maybe he's just given up on the idea of any further production. Oh my god, the Marines are all dead. Batman's out. No.
Yeah. That was an interesting game. I went the wrong way.
He did go the wrong way, but there's something called scouting, my friend. Let me introduce you to the wonderful world. Oh my lord. That was some game. Okay. Alright. What do we make of that?
Interesting. There's
Very
a lot
interesting.
going on there.
I agree with that. It's a strong assessment. Alright, game 2. What's in store for us? Game's up. Oh, sorry. So wait, I messed up. I started it instead of waiting for you. So I had to cancel. It's up again. Ready?
Hey, yep, we're ready.
Oh, I forgot to choose a score. Super pumped to see how this one pans out. I think Razmagul's definitely got a win in him for sure.
Oh, so it's a 2-player map, so we shouldn't have any scouting shenanigans.
Yeah, there should be no problems of that nature. That is true. Alright. Top left, Batman's villain. Bottom right, the Batman himself, Maniacben. Not making any drones. Is this a 5-pull? This is a 5-pull. Oh, baby! I'm so excited.
Oh no, this is not good.
A wall. It's not what you want to see. You hate to see it, in fact. So oh god. Is this just like a build order loss?
Yeah. And like, it's not even a link type wall. Like there's space below where the barracks goes that the lings can run past.
Between barracks and egg? Between the barracks and the egg?
Yeah, I think so. But even just on the ramp under where the barracks
Oh, of course. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, between barracks and egg, but the other way. Yeah, 100%. But that's tricky because if you just send the lings on the obvious path, it's kind of hard to get around there.
Yeah, but I think actually between the barracks and the egg there is space.
Oh, he's just not going to get an overlord. This is an odd one. So he's now going up to 6 drones. Surely, you know, if you're going 5-pull, aren't you just making constant lings? Still.
Oh yeah, this is weird.
But still, these lings are gonna go. They're gonna get into the main before, around about the time the racks completes. This is interesting though. I really don't know if lings can get through in that gap between the egg and the barracks. Then he could be in trouble. But if not, he's got to go around, and that's gonna cost him some time. Oh, that's wise. Take out the depot that is not yet completed. chance of preparing. Now run. Now go to the main. Go to the main, my friend. Okay. Go to the barracks.
Okay, he needs to build a bunker next to his command center.
Yeah. He's building a barracks in the main and floating the other one. That is optimistic, to say the least. Oh, poor Razmagul. He should have won game 1. Another 6 slings coming. Yeah, this is dunsies. Sorry, Raz.
Yeah, what he needed to do was build a bunker, keep building Marines off that first barracks, and take like 8 SCVs and go fight the Zerglings so that the Marine can run away up into the bunker. But he did not know the response. He's got a Marine out, but
He did, but
there's
no bunker. You know, he needs somewhere to go. He needs a home. He did. Well, GG. It's one of those times when I'm just ashamed to be a Zerg, to be honest with you. This is not acceptable behaviour. Float the buildings, make him work for it. 8 fort walls. True that. GG. Alright. Well, 2-0 to Zerg. Haven't been paying attention to where we are in the actual team standings on this one.
yeah, I don't know who's
Maniacben's my teammate, so you know. SHimmer was my teammate as well, and he lost. And Zell was my teammate, and he won. So we're 2-1 for. Thank you very much.
And well, so Millennium won.
Oh, Millennium won, and he is not my teammate. I want to say, although I'm not sure actually. Yeah, he's not my teammate in 7. Yeah. All right.
It's 2-2.
2-2, and we go into the final game, TNT versus Flederkiwi, and I think both Flederkiwi goes under a different name, I think, in CPL. I can't remember who it is right now. Anyway, let's load it up. It's a TVP. Alright, I'm just going to go to the bathroom real quick and then I'll be back and we'll start this game.
Okay.
Alright, you ready? Oh, you're not here. Oh, hello.
All right, I'm here. Sorry,
Great.
I was muted. I'm in the game. Flederkiwi is Mikeyro on Discord.
Ah, Mikeyro. Okay, got it. Nice. Cool. So I think it must be the other player who's on my team. I don't think Mikeyro is on my team. I can't remember. God. I should probably check actually before I start because I need to do the scoreboard. Oh, it doesn't say on the. Oh well. I'll just have a guess.
Flederkiwi is on Thank You Very Much.
Oh, nice. He's my teammate. So he's the toss player, right? And TNT is the Terran player.
And I think he's a race picker.
Oh, Flederkiwi.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because I thought he was a Terran player, but I guess he doesn't like TVT. I can believe it. It's not the first time I've heard it. All right, well, let's get into game one on Retro. All right, Mikeyro. Top left. TNT. Top right. I'm so interested to watch Tier 3 TVP. I want to know what my Terran player does. I really hope it's a Terran win. Just because I'm struggling so much learning TVP. I don't know what to do. Ever. And I just want to see. I mean, so I basically, my current strategy is just to 2-fac every game and hope for the best. But I want to see some expansion plays that I can maybe play. That's basically my main hope.
Yeah, TVP is really difficult. I think at low levels, players tend to just like make tanks and turrets and just kind of defend. But it's not such a good strategy, but we'll see what he's doing. I don't like this depot placement for Terran. It's, I mean, I don't know why you would put a depot there. Like,
yeah,
it's
so
not
if it was me, I'd put it always right under the mouth of the command center.
Right.
And then the barracks goes like, so it's like depot here, racks here. Is that right? That's at least a way of doing it.
Yeah, you want the barracks to the left of the depot.
Oh,
so
sorry,
there's
no. Yeah, on this side
here.
it's depot here, racks here. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so zealots
Is that
can
a
walk
type,
between this
but not
depot
green
and barracks
type?
right now.
Yeah, so this is the wrong way around. You want the racks here, right?
Well, I can't see what's on
Sorry,
your screen.
you want the
but
racks on the other side of the
you want the barracks
depot.
to the left of the depot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which doesn't fill me with hope, because I mean, I reckon that if you just walk a zealot across the map, that could be hard to deal with.
But there's no zealot in production, so it looks like it's not.
Oh no, second pylon. Confused. But yeah, but I think maybe my display is misdisplayed again. What is what you see is the current for pass?
Protoss has 16 of 25.
Right.
It looks like he sent a probe to mine gas, but he didn't click on the assimilator. So there's or maybe that's the probe.
I think that's
the
on
gas.
billet. But no, there's only two on gas. Yeah, I just think it's unfortunate.
Okay, he did make a zealot.
He made a zealot, but it's staying home. Oh no, here we go. It's off with a probe. Oh, and there's a mana pylon as well.
Now,
factory on the way.
Yeah, but it's misplaced. It's not blocking any of the mining. It's just a waste of a pylon.
Yeah. You really want to put it like kind of blocking the minerals in recesses, is that right?
Yeah, so the STV gets trapped in a little pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, but this zealot could end the game.
Yeah.
I mean, no SimCity.
The factory is really nearly gun though, so he could at least hopefully get a vulture out.
And Mikeyro is not started goon range. It looks like he's going to make a Nexus.
Yeah, I'm sorry to all the viewers that my production tab and supply counter, money counter is all completely fucked. I mean, it's just that's just wrong. It's telling me right now that he has 238 minerals and 16 probes, which I think is clearly false.
Yeah, I think the Twitch stream is frozen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hang on. Is there anything that's... Yeah, it's just really fucking glitchy, isn't it? I think I just need to get a PC. Shit. It's just really glitchy. It's not frozen, but it's like unwatchable.
Well, it's like lagging a minute behind where we are in the game.
How's your setup?
What do you mean?
Like, could you stream?
Yeah, but I would have to like go through. Well, I mean, you had to get instructions from SHimmer about how to set up everything properly, and I would have to learn all that.
Yeah, bit of a pain in the
I mean, I can't do it today,
yeah.
But maybe another day.
Yeah. I think maybe next time we do it, you should do what I'm doing. Because if you have a PC, right?
Yeah.
So then I think that would just make everything a lot smoother. I find it really hard to tell when like the Nexus is misplaced. It looks good, but at the same time you can see the little lines, you know?
Oh no, that Nexus is in the right spot.
Yeah, it is in the right spot, but you can see those two little lines sticking out. And I often find it hard with my hatcheries as well, the same thing. Sometimes it looks like it's not quite perfectly placed, but it is in fact perfectly placed. Only 4 goons versus 3 tanks. I actually kind of like TNT's position. It's one of those ones where he could move out.
But it looks like there's Dark Templars on the way.
Oh, is there? Yeah, that's right. Citadel, Templar Archives, 2 Dark Templars in production.
He has an eBay, but he's not started making turrets anywhere. And he's throwing down a bunch of factories. Well, 2 factories. He does have mines. But 3 mines will not stop 2 Dark Templar. Unless, like, the Dark Templar are walking in the exact same spot.
Is that a turret coming down? There is a turret coming down by the gas. I don't really know what the sight range is, but I think that would probably, if that gets up in time, that should stop them just walking straight in, right?
Yeah, with 3 tanks there, I hope so.
Let's see. Oh no, they can't see on the depot. Oh, there we go. Nice.
You know, I think he could have ran that DT past up the ramp.
Yeah.
and it
think
would have
that's
gotten
right.
out of range of the turret. But he already has comsats.
Still kind of like our Terran player's position, to be honest with you. Although I'd like to see a few more turrets coming down after the Templars have been shown. Maybe one more at the natural. But I think generally it's alright. But more workers, more supply. Third base coming up for Protoss.
He could make more factories. His armory has only just started.
Yeah, definitely. Oh well, we've got 2 more factories coming in. What's your go-to TVP build order?
I'd like to do factory expand into a 3-tank push with your research mines, then speed, then siege. So you attack with like 3 tanks and 4 to 6 marines, and then the vultures follow the push, and then they try to lay mines and kill dragoons.
So you do a siege expand.
No. See, you get siege after all your vulture upgrades.
Oh, okay. So it's a factory expansion. You get a bunker.
Yeah.
Factory expand, bunker, mines and speed. You can do 3 factories.
No, just 2 factories, 3 tanks.
Both add-ons.
And then you don't even start. No, just 1 add-on. And you don't even start siege until after you're already attacking.
Yeah. But this is interesting because that's quite similar to what I do with the 2-fac, but just with an expansion. It sounds a bit like the fake double,
yeah,
is so-called.
I mean, I think you're probably doing what's called the Joyo rush.
Exactly.
There was a Korean player named Joyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a solid tank count from TNT. Good. I mean, I feel like they could end the game now, basically. I mean, I suppose there's Dark Templars on the map, so you got to be careful. You want to get.
Well, he's got enough scan energy that he shouldn't need to worry about that. This is, I don't know, a manageable number of zealots, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like these vultures could kill these zealots. Actually, maybe not now that they're all there.
There's only 1 dragoon in the entire game.
How would you feel if it was you? Would you have your tanks sieged or not? Because like just sitting there or something.
I mean, yeah, if they're just sitting there, usually you have them sieged. Yeah, I mean, Terran really should be attacking, but it's so hard to know when to attack as Terran, because you always feel like Protoss has army spread out everywhere, all over the map.
Yeah. No, I feel, and it's so easy to lose your army. That's the thing. Like you have to move really slowly. I think that actually the way that TNT is moving out is pretty good. It's kind of cautious, moving in bunches. Probably want to maybe want to see a bit more scanning going on from them. You know, just like checking ahead.
Yeah.
What's in the next little section, as it were.
Right.
Oh, kill that Templar! Kill that Templar! Yes. I feel like this game's basically over. I don't really see what answer Protoss has to this. I'd like to see some more mines being laid. I mean, he's got 3 mines in all of these vultures. Oh, he's going to catch the games. This is kind of interesting as well, like not going through the third. That's well done, I think. You know, the aiming path takes you through that third. It's impossible. Let's see siege as well. Vultures first. It's pretty good.
And his +1 weapon just finished.
Siege up now. Come on. You got a siege. There we go. Shame that he lost all the vultures. That's the thing, because, like, you know, you really need vultures in front of the tanks, because even just rallied zealots can be a problem. Oh, there we go. Loads of vultures coming across the map from Terran. Now going
but they're just moving into the
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh, but Mikeyro's gone. Okay, saw the writing on the wall. Unlucky Mickey. All right. I mean, I'm sure that it's a real shame, but I'm pretty sure that this stream is kind of useless now, but I'm still up for just going through the games if you are. I don't know how you feel about it. We'll just...
Yeah, well, so there's, what, 1 or 2 games left? Right?
Yeah. There's exactly 1 or 2, and then we'll stop, and then we'll pick up soon the T1 games we said we were going to do, and maybe you can do it. And I, like, maybe we'll talk about it. We'll work out a time frame, but I think that probably makes more sense. I'm kind of sad that it didn't work out, because I just got a new work computer, but it is another Mac, and I was thinking that the processor would be better, and it is definitely better, and I can like stream on Discord and stuff, and it works fine, but obviously it wasn't quite good enough for...
I think things might have been going smoothly for the first 30 minutes or so, but then when we tried to do the Discord screen share, things got...
Yeah, but it's weird because we're not doing that now, right? And it's still, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, sometimes not every process... I don't know, like maybe some processes started in the background and never closed. I don't know.
Anyway, let's get into it. Game is up. I will change the score. It's amazing because, like, it's actually kind of difficult doing all this stuff, and you watch people doing it who are like good at it, and it's totally seamless. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Experience though, eh?
Okay, ready when you are. Okay, I wonder if we're gonna see a gas steal here.
You hope so. It's so strong. How do you deal with gas steal?
I wall my main, and then so if they steal my gas, like, so walling your main doesn't prevent them from stealing your gas. They can get their probe into your base before you can start the second depot. But if you're Terran and you're at bottom right on this map, you actually can prevent the probe from getting in with just one barracks, one depot, and one SCV before you start your second depot. But
your barracks,
Terran,
so barracks is where the 4 squares are, and then depot.
well, so the barracks is just one square to the left of where the 4 squares are, at the bottom right position. And then the depot is at the top right corner of the barracks. And then the SCV is to the left of the barracks between
barracks and depot.
The cliff and the barracks.
Oh, between the cliff and the barracks, I see.
Yeah.
But what about the other side?
On that side, you really can't block it. It looks like he's here in time to steal the gas.
Yep.
Okay, and yeah, someone needs to teach TNT about the Sim City. He doesn't know that the depot's on the wrong side.
Yeah, so this one, this is the side where I will usually put the depot. Here's how I do the SimCity here. I'm sure it's suboptimal, but I put the depot just like kind of where he has it, maybe a little bit below. But then the barracks goes right next to the command center on the right hand side. And then obviously you have to lift it off before you get your comset, but there's still a zealot type marine loose gap between the command center and the barracks then.
Yeah.
But how do you do it?
I think I do what you just said. I didn't see exactly where you were pointing on your screen, but I do.
But like
it's
so the depot is basically where
barracks,
it is here,
depot, and a
then
line.
The racks is right next to the command center.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Protoss is going for Nexus first.
Interesting. I feel like at this level, if you're gonna do a gas steal, follow it up with the zealot. Like, why the hell not? Oh, he's going 2 racks.
Yeah,
3 racks. Shit. You love to see it. Bio play. Let's go, baby.
And so Protoss made his assimilator. He didn't make a forge right away. So, I don't know. Maybe when this probe scouts the multiple barracks, he'll make a forge. But maybe he doesn't know that's the response.
I didn't see. So the probe saw all 3 barracks, did it?
I think so. It saw at least 2 of them.
Yeah, that's enough. If you see more than 1, you know.
But I don't know if there's... Well, I don't think there's time to make a forge anymore if Terran just moves out right now. But Terran does... He should have had an SCB in Protoss's base so that he could just select like 8 SCVs and drill them down to the bottom right side of the map. It's hard to get 8 SCVs out of your mineral line without drilling them.
What do you mean? Sorry, I'm a bit confused. So you mean like for attacking, you want to send the SCVs over there?
Like you want to rush the Protoss with 8 SCVs and all your Marines.
But I think he's probably going to wait for the academy. No, that's my impression.
Yeah, but I don't think he should.
No, I agree with you. I've taken notes here. I think that's a really interesting idea that you've just mentioned. But as it is in this game, I think what we're going to see is, the Marines are now moving out, no SCVs. I think the academy pops, he rallies medics. Yeah, I think this could go badly for Protoss, no, even still.
Yeah, yeah.
If he'd
should,
gone for like fast Reaver or DT or cannons, as you say, they would be really tasty here. But even cannons, maybe not so much.
Okay, he's making a wall, but like, and I mean, a forge is part of the wall, but it's too late, and the Marines can just walk through the wall. This wall doesn't do anything.
Oh my god,
He
you love to
needs
see it.
attack the cannons.
Yeah,
No,
go,
no.
go,
Past
right
the wall.
now.
Attack the
No.
cannons. Oh
No.
no, he's attacking the pylon. He's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Unless, does he unpower the cannons?
If he did kill both pylons, but I think maybe he lost his moment now. Because those are gonna...
I don't know, it's
really
so many
down.
Marines, he might just kill the cannons anyways.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, poor old Mickey. Alright. 2-0. So I guess my team lost at the T3. And that's it. That's all the T3 casting that we have. I had fun doing that. I'm kind of bummed that we're not going to get to carry on and do the T1, but I do think that it would just make more sense if we do it when the stream is working better, because right now people just aren't going to want to watch it, you know.
Yeah, I haven't seen any chat messages in a little while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know who's watching.
Yeah. All right, man. Well,